Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm Mar, and today we continue our climb through wreckage. I will say that so far I am missing...
This guy again.
Come on, we need to get inside.
I am missing one thing in particular that that was really nice in the original. Okay, so this sweeps around. That I really liked about this segment of the game in the original, which, for the record, if you haven't played the original, this segment is very different.
Why don't we use our grappling guns to get up there? Jump over all this shit.
Not much choice.
Like this is a very different segment than in the original. You okay there, Barrett? Man, Barrett, lay off the Cheetos.
Avalanche! 2-3, this is 1-4, we have contact!
I guess everybody and their mother knows we're here now.
Yes, traitors! Take them down!
I still don't actually know if Tifa's attacks are both electric and frost yet, because I haven't run into anything that's weak against electricity, or resistant against it for that matter. Here, let's get that free healing. Oh, well, the fight's just continuing, okay. I suppose they do all know that we're here at this point. But yeah, so this fight is, or this, not this fight, this section is really different than in the original, which on the whole, I don't necessarily mind. I am minding, however, that it doesn't feel as dramatic as in the original. Which is weird, because they have so many more tools to make things feel dramatic in this. But like, climbing, well, I guess I gotta, you know, we're switching to Cloud, he's faster, and these are ground troops. Also, triple slash. Okay, continuing on. Let me make sure that there's not any, you know, any loot being left behind, you know? No loot left behind and all that. That's the saying, right? No loot left behind? Must be. Well, what else would it be, right? Let's get rid of these grenadiers. Or not. I mean, probably could get stuck on a corner. That works too. That's exactly what I meant to have happen.
I'll be okay.
I like how he said I'll be okay as I finished him off. Like, yep, sure you will, buddy. You're just fine. I almost felt bad for that one. Almost. I'm just casually trying to charge up more actions on Cloud. Aww. I was really hoping there was another section of that battle, because I had just gotten my limit as Cloud. There we go. But anyway, as I was saying,
what do you think?
with the way the music was and everything, it just felt much more dramatic
This time it holds.
in the original. Definitely very different though. Let's see. Guess I'll do some shopping real quick. Get lurking in the darkness. That is something I've noticed in this in general. In the remake, the music is comparatively more subdued. But it's fine. Oh, okay. Target one of the ground troops. Another instance of the auto-targeting making some real strange decisions. Like, I was standing right next to these ground guys and it was like, you want to hit that guy flying in the air over there, right? Right. Glad we agree. It's like, not really. I really kind of wanted to hit these ground troops, seeing as I'm playing Cloud. Ow.
I won't give up. Let's do this.
Anyway, Cloud's getting really used to prayer.
Bring it! Give your best shot!
See ya. That's that.
Okay, time for more free healing. Or not. Cloud got interrupted. That's rude. Well, here, Barrett, just heal Cloud.
Not looking good.
Okay, let's just finish it off with Barrett. Okay, back to what I was doing. Which was really just checking for loot. But anyway, yeah, so something I've noticed in this in general is that while the music is, I think, just as good as in the original, it doesn't take as much center stage, which I guess is natural considering how the medium has progressed. Like, we're definitely focusing a lot more on visuals now than music because the visuals have gotten, you know, a lot better. But even, and we've got a lot more ability to do sound effects, so the soundtrack is focused a lot more on that. Like, you know, all the ambient noises of them walking around and doing stuff. In order for all of that to be audible, the music has to take more of a background feel and existence, just in order for any of that sound to even exist.
I think I see a rope hanging off the top there.
Yeah, I know. I can use the grappling hook. I'm busy, though. I'm looking for loot, guys. Do you mind? I've got to find the loot before the building crashes down. Okay. It looks like we're good on loot for right here. There we go. I'll be honest, I'm really disappointed that they didn't literally just rip out the controls for the shot lock quick movement in Kingdom Hearts 3. Because, like, it's literally the exact same thing, but it controls worse.
Mow them down.
But, like... Oh, wait, these are things that are weak against lightning. Okay, no, I only get the effects of one elemental materia. Confirmed. Okay, now that I know that, I can unequip it. At least unequip it off Tifa.
Give him your all! It's on you!
Alright, watch and learn.
Gosh darn, curse their ability to take cover. These guys are weak against electricity, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure I didn't forget that these were the special robots that aren't weak against electricity. You know, I wouldn't put it past myself to forget something like that, so, you know, have to make sure. Anyway, so while we're in this dangerously teetering building, I'm just gonna quickly switch around Tifa's materia, go to set for all, and here's what we'll do. Switch clouds, prayer, and poison materia, and then do that. Okay, there we go. Now Cloud does elemental fire damage, and Tifa does elemental ice damage.
Off the top there.
Yeah, just gotta use this. Cause like, you probably can't tell if you're just watching, but the look around controls are kind of awkward for that. And again, it's one of those things where I'm like, I know they can do it right because I've played another game built by the same team that did do those controls right. It's the same reason why the lock-on being worse, or feeling worse than this confuses me. Like I'm not sure what the difference is. I just know that it doesn't feel as good to play. Okay, there's the target. There we go. I gotta be standing in the exact right place, you know? Okay, I can't go down there. At least not directly. What, we don't wanna we don't wanna make Barrett jump? Come on, it'll be fun. Fine, we'll take the safe way. Why are we going back down? That is not the right direction. Come on, there we go. Oh, I guess we're going back down for treasures. Got me there. Okay, so that was the wrong way. So what's the right way here? Because it looks like I should be able to go down there somehow, but do I just not actually need to take this rope at all? Like, is this entire area optional? Because I assumed that was the correct way to go, but I'm not seeing any other ways to go from it, so I'm gonna go back up here and see if there's another way to go. Like, what am I missing? Guide me, oh map. What am I missing? It's not very helpful. Aha! That's what I was missing. Okay. Well, what's further up? There is no further up the stairs. It's blocked by rubble. Okay. I mean, even Barrett could hop over that rubble, but whatever you say, game. Who am I to say what physical abilities my characters do or do not have to jump in the air? Hey, at least they were consistent about the Barrett can't jump thing, because even when you equip him with a melee weapon, he still can't.
Stay sharp.
It must be awkward to go from most range to least range. You know, there's a certain level of irony in that I decided to leave Cloud with fire materia because we've been running into so many humanoid enemies. We haven't run into a single one in several fights now. And that's just really unfortunate for me. Larger than the original mob, but unable to fly. Well, that doesn't seem like a great trade-off, to be honest. Flying is pretty cool. Anyway, I switched to Tifa. Okay, launch into the air, and ooh, I haven't seen Thundaga yet. Let's see the pretty Thundaga. Ooh, doesn't that look pretty? Why is there a field around it? I do not approve of it generating a field around it. Ow. Ow. Tifa would like to land, thank you. Okay. Glad if you could pray, thanks.
It's on you.
Can I steal anything good from these guys? Heavy duty bracer. So in other words, not really. So I think I already have some of those. Let's go with Maximum Fury.
Bring it home.
And you know what? Cloud will steal from it just for funsies. Or not. Why does it get a defensive mechanism when I stagger it? Is that little barrier field that generates when I stagger it the reason it's too heavy to fly? In which case that actually may not have been as bad of a trade-off as I thought. Because it sure was annoying.
Damn it. If any of this crumbles, we're all going down.
It's okay, you just gotta, when you're falling, just think fast on your feet and use your grappling hook in a way that doesn't rip your arm off. Good luck. Cloud will be better off because, you know, his arms are Mako infused and all. And, well, he'll save Tifa. So, Barret, just put your trust in your muscles and, hope you don't dislocate your arm. That is the downside of, these cool-looking tools like grappling hooks and things like that is, man, video games never tell you how likely it is that, you know, you make one wrong move with a tool like that and you just dislocate your arm on the spot. Because arms are just not designed to dynamically accelerate your whole body at once. It's just not what they're for. As you may have gathered from the fact that they don't just do that. Okay, let's keep on climbing up. So, like, also, may I just say that this is Sector 7, apparently. So, like, you know that section of the slums we were in where there were still standing buildings under it? This is what I was talking about when I said there's no way that should exist because a city fell on it. Like, look down. There's things under that are still standing, apparently. Buildings made of sheet metal are holding this whole thing up. I don't buy that. That should have all been crushed. Should be gone. There shouldn't have been anything left at the bottom level. Let's see. Yep, only way to go is this way. Okay.
Don't you ever forget this view.
But like, yeah, like look out there. Like, why is there anything still left of the slums? They should have been entirely crushed, which was the feeling I got in the original, because like when you look out the only view you get of the Sector 7 slums that I really remember is right after it, and it's just a wall of concrete and steel. It's the doors that lead into the slums, and it's just a wall. And that's all there is. It's a wall. And like that's what it should be. Hey, I think I know where we... Oh, well. This isn't actually where that'll happen, but it's a place like it.
Just thinking about busting into Shinra HQ's got me fired up.
Save some for later.
No need, son. I've got more than enough to keep me going for days.
Okay then, Barret. Also, did he just call Cloud son? He's not that much older than Cloud. At least I don't think he is. How old is Barret?
This the only way?
I don't actually know. I would assume 30s, but like late 20s, early 30s is what my assumption would be, but I don't actually know how old he's supposed to be.
Look down. Just keep going. Don't look down. Don't look down.
As far as Final Fantasy gun wielders go, I still prefer Saz. Saz is funnier and better than Barret in every way. And a better father. So, you know. It says that's traversable on my map, but it's definitely not.
What now?
Yep. Hey, look, some more not humanoid enemies. I'll switch to Tifa at least. Anyway, so let's just embarrass these guys by destroying them with extreme prejudice. Also, ow. Ow! Tifa's actually hurt. Well, that's rude.
Take the lead.
I'll take care of the rest.
Also, which one of them threw debris at me?
Bring it on.
Okay, there we go. Got another Cura charged up. Hey, Barrett leveled up. Good for him. I'm trying to think if there are any other gun wielders, not counting people who are wielding things that are guns and something else, because then we'd have to count too many people from Final Fantasy VIII. They don't count. We're talking about it's only a gun wielder. And I'm trying to think if there's any others in Final Fantasy games. I'm honestly drawing a blank. Although that may just be me not remembering them more than just that there are only two. What is this weird frost debuff that Barrett had on?
Would kill for a shower.
Look, the first time Tifa's suffering from JRPG syndrome, where the first time a character said a line, it was, haha, yeah, that's a good point. And the 15th time they said it, it was, okay, you can stop now. Like, haha, that was amusing the first time, but now that I've heard Tifa complain about her lack of showers for, you know, 15, 20 times, I don't know, I haven't been counting. Too many times. I'm kind of wishing she had more voice lines. Also, that background does not look high enough res. Like,
Can't afford to lose focus.
it doesn't look right, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it looks wrong.
Come on.
Like, you know, I'm not like agreeing with Barrett's whole don't look down thing. But I am against what Cloud and Tifa just did, where they jumped
Who would have thought, huh?
while up here. Like, that just seemed foolhardy. Even jumping directly up here would be sketchy. Oh hey, it's that thing.
Hi.
Man, I can't believe we ended up fighting it.
I thought we lost.
Who would have guessed?
Looks like there's only one way to go.
We were headed that way anyway.
This isn't actually a fight. How rude. It's my favorite thing to do. Waiting. That's just annoying. How nice of it to switch to short gaps only when I'm going between short gaps, you know? Like, that's really considerate. It could have been doing that on the longer gap, and I would never have gotten across. So it was really nice of it to give me a chance, you know? Like, you really gotta thank the enemies who are so kind as to, you know, give you a way forward.
You want some of this?
Oh, now there's 2 of these things? Ugh. How annoying. Why am I using Cloud again? To Blade Burst, that's why, I guess. Wow, that did not do enough to be worth using Cloud, huh? Okay, yeah, switch to Tifa. Mostly so that way I can Star Shower. Ugh. That's just so annoying. I'm gonna switch to Cloud so that way I can actually attack things. At least his sword's a little longer range. And I don't feel like just using Barret. Speaking of Barret, hey Barret, Maximum Fury, would you? Cloud's fine.
Come on.
Cloud's fine.
I won't give up.
Also, that's why I'm using Cloud. So that way I can get that free heal.
Gotta be careful.
Hey Barret, use Lifesaver, thanks. So that way my AoE healing's more effective. So like, what possessed them to make enemies that are so tanky and are annoying when you stagger them? Who thought this was a good idea? Also, not a fan of how many attacks you can buffer. What I mean by that is like, so you saw me like get beamed by that electric field a second ago. And oh geez, Cloud's really gonna get screwed in a second, huh?
Won't last long.
He's fine. Anyway. Hey, Tifa, go Star Shower one of them, would you? I didn't even notice that that their allies even joined the fight. That's how little of an impact they've had. Anyway, one of them taken out. Oh, well. Cloud's busy getting wrecked in the corner, so I'm gonna switch to Barret, I guess. Mostly so that way he can heal people. Oh wait, is Cloud no longer getting wrecked in the corner? Ah, cool. Go finish off the blast ray, would ya? Thanks, buddy. Good job, Cloud. Anyway, so yeah, when I got beamed by that electric field, I started hitting the circle to dodge out of it as soon as the animation started, but I had accidentally buffered so many attacks that I attacked past when it fired. And that's a sign that it's letting me buffer too many attacks. Which is really annoying. Because that means I can buffer, I think Cloud swung his sword like a solid swung his sword 2 more times after I started pressing the dodge button, which means that I'd buffered 2 attacks, and I think he might have been going for a 3rd before he got blasted away. And that's a lot of buffering for a game where, you know, enemies have things you have to react to. If it didn't have things that I had to react to, it'd be completely fine to have that level of buffering. But I do have to react to things. Finally, things that are weak against fire. They're flying ones, but, you know, I take what I can get. You know what? Eat some fire up, jerk. Or not. That's fine too. I'll just beat you down with my swords, I guess. I don't know why that was plural. Thinking of Future Cloud, I guess. Because in Advent Children, I think he uses multiple swords. Which I would love to be able to actually use multiple swords in one fight. That'd actually be really cool. Especially if I could have different materia load into each of them. But at that point, it's probably getting a little too Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns for most people. But I actually thought that the way abilities worked in that was cool.
I guess.
The a little over-sexualized, and that little is sarcastic, dressing up of lightning, not so cool. But the actual ability system that was attached to it, very cool. And the dress system would have been fine if all of her clothing wasn't, like, super skimpy, and if they didn't explicitly increase her cup size for that game. Which is, you know, just one of the unfortunate things about that game. Which is a shame, because underneath all of that, it's actually pretty good. If you're into that kind of live-action game, anyway. Anyway, so we're going to rest at this bench, and then continue our climb next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.